Dillon Gabriel is by far the most underrated QB in the 2025 NFL Draft. Let me read you some of his stats against the 4 ranked teams he's played this year. He has 11 touchdowns, 1 interception, 290 yards per game, and a 73% completion percentage. Not to mention, he's done all this while maintaining the second highest QBR in college football. Against the 3 playoff teams he has played against, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 290 yards per game, and a 74% completion rate. Those are elite stats against elite competition. His talent is undeniable, and if you're purely looking at film and ignoring measurables, he has the best film in the class. He's played well in multiple systems and proven he can adapt to different playbooks, as he's played on 3 teams over his collegiate career and been great on all of them. He currently runs a pro-style offense with Oregon that has a lot of RPOs and play-action passes, and is a very solid athlete who's great at making throws on the run. He also always keeps his head up while running, which makes him a more dangerous runner because of his elite throw accuracy on the run and the fact DBs have to respect his ability to pass while running. Despite how elite he is on the run, Gabriel has amazing pocket presence and doesn't bail to non-existent pressure and try to be a hero like so many young QBs do because they want to be the next Mahomes. Obviously, since he runs an RPO offense, he's elite on the run and thrown off balance. But what's even more impressive is his accuracy in the pocket. It's simply surgical. He has an incredibly tight spiral that always seems to land in his receiver's hands, especially against zone coverage in the short to intermediate range. He also always protects the ball, having a turnover-worthy play percentage of 1.7%, while still effectively moving the ball down the field. In case you don't know, 1.7% turnover-worthy play percentage is elite. For comparison, in Brady's 2007 undefeated regular season, where he probably had his best year, he had a turnover-worthy play percentage of 1.9%. If a player is open, it feels like Dillon Gabriel always sees him and delivers a perfect pass. Not to mention, he's doing all this while leading the best team in college football. This elite accuracy comes from his incredible pre-snap reads, which are the best in the class, and his even better post-snap adjustments. Unlike many young QBs, he never gets stuck on his first read and will consistently go through all of his progressions until he finds someone open, or if nobody's open, he gets the first down or touchdown with his legs. He's ran it in for 7 touchdowns this season, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but unlike most young QBs, he doesn't overly rely on his wide receiver one and spreads the ball to the entire offense. This season, Dillon Gabriel has operated amazingly well under pressure, which is a really important stat in the NFL. He's had a completion percentage of 51.1, which is only behind Shedeur Sanders in the entirety of college football, and he's only thrown 1 interception to 6 touchdowns with a big-time throw percentage of 3.9. NFL teams in the modern era are also using play action more than ever, which Dillon Gabriel is elite at. His ability to sell fakes consistently fools linebackers and safeties, creating open passing lanes, which he's great at capitalizing on with his quick decision making. Another really important stat for QBs is proficiency on third downs. On third, with 4 to 7 left to go, he has a completion percentage of 70.8 and a yards per attempt of 6.8, which is important as it shows he's attempting to get the first down with his arm and not just making his receiver make a play. And he also has 3 touchdowns. Even more impressively, on third and 8 to 10, he has a completion percentage of 64 and the yards per attempt of 12.4 and 7 touchdowns. These are elite stats and important as it shows how a QB reacts when everyone knows that he's passing and he's forced to make a play, and these stats show that Dillon Gabriel usually makes that play. The stat everyone wants to know about is how he played in crunch time when it was 4th quarter and a 1-point game, and I have good news for you, he balled out there too. During crunch time, he had a completion percentage of 76.1, 560 total yards, and 7 touchdowns to only 1 interception. The guy is simply clutch and he makes plays for his team when they are needed most. By the way, earlier in the video, when I say Gabriel is elite against zone coverage, that's not to say he's bad against man, because that would be a straight up lie. he has a 75.3% completion percentage against men and 12 touchdowns, which are elite stats that just goes to show how precise he is. The same goes for his ability to throw deep. He's an amazing mid and short range passer, probably the second best, only behind Shedeur, and he has a completion percentage of 58% while going deep, which is 20 yards or more. For example, the league average in the NFL and college football is 40 to 50% completion percentage while throwing deep. Finally, Dillon Gabriel is a star leader and a motivator. His head coach, Dan Lanning, which you have to take this with a grain of salt because it is his coach, has publicly praised Gabriel's leadership, highlighting his ability to inspire and motivate the team. But I believe him because the results back it up. He's played in 4 one-score games this season, and he hasn't lost a single one. Not to mention that Oregon is undefeated throughout the entire season. You might be thinking, obviously, he's mature and a great leader and doesn't make young QB mistakes because he just turned 24 last week. But Bo Nix has proven older QB prospects can come into the league and ball out, and the fact he's improved every year makes me not worried about his age, as if you draft a franchise QB, you're going to want to keep him until his mid-30s, so you'll still have him for a decade. Also, his old age has given him so much experience just playing football. He has over 2,100 college snaps, and besides a broken collarbone, he's only ever missed 1 game. I don't think age matters like people say. This is a Madden where someone stops developing at 28. If you can get a 24-year-old star prospect and develop him, you have to take him. Because what's the real difference between 24 and 22 when they're 33? Oh, you have a slightly younger 31-year-old? If he's balling out, you're not going to care. All that matters is that the prospect continuously shows improvement, which Dillon Gabriel has done throughout all of his years in college. The only real weaknesses I see are the fact that he's a short king while not being an elite athlete, and his arm is just average. People love to underrate his arm and talk about how bad it is, and it's just simply not. It's definitely not elite, but he has an average NFL arm, and people are talking about it like he would have the worst arm in the league as soon as he gets drafted. The fact that he's short and not an elite athlete does mean he has to play with a lot of confidence. Look at season 1 versus season 2 Bryce Young and how big of a need confidence is for short QBs. For this reason, I really hope a good players coach drafts him and lets him sit for at least like half a season. Some teams I'd like to see him go to are the Steelers, so he can hopefully learn behind another short QB in Russell Wilson and be their future. Probably mid-day 2, which is where I would personally take him. I see a lot of people talking about him like he's a 5th round pick. I don't think he's dropping anywhere near the 5th round. I think he's maximum going late day 2, very early day 3. Another place could be Dolphins, Miami. If you don't trust Tua's brain, he's a left-handed quarterback. He can play as their backup, learn behind Tua. But personally, I think Tua's concussions, like the time he was put on IR this year, I think it was just a scared reaction. I don't think he would really need to go on IR. The concussion didn't look that bad. And finally, he could also go to the Titans, as their offensive line isn't that bad, assuming they draft a tackle, specifically a right tackle, in the 1st or 2nd round, because I actually really like J.C. Latham. And in this situation, you would still definitely need to sign an older quarterback to mentor Dillon Gabriel and to start hopefully the entire first season, but at least the first half of the first season. My comps for him are Bo Nix, and funnily enough, his fellow left-hander and the guy the Dolphins already have, Tua Tagovailoa. I think he can be a great player who won't single-handedly carry a team to the Super Bowl, but with a good team around him, he can definitely hoist that Lombardi. If I was the GM, I'd take a shot on him mid-day 2, and I think he's bound to.
Honey. All them other niggas lame and you know it now. When a real nigga hold you down, you supposed to drown. Bam.